Sometimes I feel like we're delaying the inevitable. I'm still around, and the Empress is not yet adult, so I could start antagonizing, and then we'll have a rivalry war. Which, mind you, does not have a defensive pact against me, which is the only way that we can, get at him. Oh, in 2 years' time, I'll be sure to send you more money. Unless you want a eunuch, actually he dislikes humans. That old court guru is still around. By throwing armed will amaze everyone. And nobody threw it further than Parantaka, who is probably one of the newest people of the warrior lodge. And I no longer have the patience for it. And now they have the University of Heidelberg. And our threat load keeps increasing. It's not me. It's the vassals of mine. See? Especially Orissa. Not my fault. What you doing there? Swedish police. I'm 60 years old and I would like to pass away soon. But that would be kind of hard because I'm brawny and I am strong. Even if I'm stressed. But now I'm gonna go kill me some raiders. Because I'm getting tired of your sass. Oh, even better. Yep, that's the Western Protectorate. Led by Tamils. Yeah, I bothered not to intervene on that conflict because that's up in Denmark, and that Arabia owned that part, which is through inheritance. And now I am patient again. Hi, what's going on up there? Oh dear. I mean, that was just claimant, but you're in their business. Excuse me. Yeah, go for that name, even though it's born sickly. You better have that treated. And yes, I'm a great-grandfather. Hard to believe, isn't it? To be living this long to be a great-grandfather. What else? Oh yeah, these Slavic pagans up there. Is it possible to send a Pujari and try to convert these people to Slavic paganism? Oh, excuse me, to Hinduism? I mean, you'd be stupid not to. still stands. What about this little tribal area? Same thing. Oh well. At least we tried. How many friends do I have left? 3. Including my emperor nephew, who was my rival. Full construction. Speaking of which, still no major battle yet. I don't even want to look how many kills I have until I die. So when is the time to send you money? It'll be this June. Now they're even expanding down to Africa, which again, this must be stopped. That's the reason why. Birthday's first stable, so we got 1 more year. Spirits are high at the lodge tonight, and I'm itching for a challenge. Many prominent warriors gathered in a large hall to celebrate the recent hunt, to give me no shortage of capable warriors to test my strength on. Well, I'm the world's strongest man, so I'll pick the strongest I can find, and that's you. With a loud thud, I slammed his fist against the table, earning a shower of cheers from the other warriors gathered around us. My opponent glares at me and mumbles something about excited defeat his foes. What sort of weakling are you? What you gonna do about it, huh? Nothing. What's taking you so long? Use your massive armies. Wait a minute, how much money do you have? Oh, good. Have you been spending on mercenaries again? No? You're just financially strained. It's a wonder how nowadays I'm becoming a pro-Buddhist Hindu. Just defeat these guys and you'll get what you need. Even if I do declare a rivalry war against her, I mean, I won't have that many years in me, which one could think that I probably do not have the time, and once I die, the rivalry war is over. And it would be up to him to finish the job. Oh, make him go away. That'll teach him. Tunis is winning against Sardinia. Hey, how much? Maybe there could be of some use to you, for you Barlamites. I will send you financial help. Maybe go get yourself some mercenaries and destroy the Sardinian Republic. I once had an idea about a possible invasion of Sardinia, just to destroy Orthodoxy support. But giving you up to 2,000 gold should be enough for you to take care of your little problem. Here's the money. Give me a little bit more grace. Keep thinking. Guess Ireland and England, those are the only strongest Catholic kingdoms left. We had a golden age of China under this man's rule. By this man, I mean my nephew. And Tunis has achieved it. And you created the kingdom, kingdom of Sardinia and Corsica. But it's under Barlamite heresy, so the Republic is destroyed. Although that means them and the Land Empire could cooperate. So yeah, they got themselves a new ally. But not so much for the old Orthodox. That man raised her to be Catholic. I was about to say, we need to get rid of her. We cannot. Despite my intrigue skill, but it's going to take a lot of convincing, you know. No, not much people are willing to get rid of her from her own court. That's a huge problem, should a crusade ever occur. Now our case is stronger that we need to start a rivalry war with her. And has one ally, Sweden. Or what's left of it. Get rid of him. Where is Sweden? Not anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Who am I looking at here? That's what's left of Sweden. 75-year-old man. Birthday's April 1st. Defending in a holy war in another one of those wars that involves Lithuania. And she's been excommunicated. That makes it even better. Remember, Orthodoxy is still strong in the Empire, but she's Catholic because due to the Guardian. Yeah, you may find me attracted, but I am not to you. Yeah, there's so many wars you can declare, but I much prefer rivalry. And she thinks she's a woman of God, huh? We'll see about that. Perhaps I do have a will to live. Unless I die, then it's grandson up to the task to destroy the French army. And then them to launch the invasion, even though it'll be a long way away. But once they get there, they will be finished. Thus getting rid of any possibility of another crusade coming from him. Well, due to him being possessed now, he thinks he has the voice of Jesus' head. He's heard of a holy comet. I mean, he saw a holy comet, and now he's hearing Jesus giving him military advice. Yep, he's gone off the deep end. You know, go raid him again. That man's gone too far. And he's becoming too powerful. Wait for them. Get them moving. Yep, we're raiding Rome. Barely enough room for all of us, but we'll take it. Do not assault. We have a siege of us. She's an infidel, worshipping false idols and forsaking the word of Rama. What more is needed to disparage her? She's uncrowned because she's excommunicated. Oh, she'll be widely unpopular by her vassals. You're the most disgraceful empress. She's mad now. Wish we could put you out of your own misery, old man. Yet they call you the apostle. And based on the way you're acting right now, you might as well be the apostate. Bag of meats. And the great sword of the Papacy. We took his weapon that he probably wasn't using. He's using, what the hell is he using? I don't know, but we took a weapon. And that's a ceremonial, it's not a legitimate weapon. Honest, the combat skills could tell us. He's not using any weapon. Plus, he's having chest pains. Yeah, he'll be out of it soon. Well, not out of chest pains, just talk about his life in general. We're just basically putting the Pope in his place. What are you doing, Serbia? I respectfully disagree. You got enough. Whenever we need it. No, thank you. You're fine. Well, leave him alone. Yep, Rome is burning again. It looks like that old Pope finally croaked. Now we got this new one. Honor the forefoes. Again. Yeah, your country's being raided by us Indians. You'll get what you deserve. And hopefully we take one of your books. I'm gonna make you hate me. Best teacher is failure. He'll be for the job. Beat the crap out of him, will ya? Once again. But I really don't care at this point because I still got a lot of renown in. I forgot. Let's duel while we still can. Smacked him in the side of his head with the wooden staff. Strange chest we found. Three more holdings to go. Well, we haven't been building that for a long time, ever since we switched from Buddhism back to Hinduism. And now soon, Jainism will be the law of the land. There goes an old 67-year-old man. I mean, I did catch it. Yeah, we'll be raiding that next. Hold here. Most of our military consists of infantry. Again, this technology refers to our capital county. So I'll just say infantry. We'll be using them soon with our future conflict with Francia. We found a +2 axe. A lot of interesting treasures in Rome. Thanks to my connections, I was able to get into contact with a blackguard hiding in the Empress's court. The man assures me that for a reasonable fee, he'll be all too willing to undermine her authority and so descend among her subjects. I need only but decide what I want him to do. Again, I don't desire her land. I want her empire destroyed. So, let's try to cause unrest in Iran. Unfortunately, it appears the blackguard was captured, put under torture, and revealed the name of his employer, and she's made the entire plot public. Well, you should have died before talking. Long descendants of that. Raided the heck out of this place, so now we're going over there. And I'm back there again. And I'm basically ignoring all the other parts of the Empire, just focus on here. Spend my last few years raiding Rome. Just want to let them hear our roars. Oh, you do something like that. Now, threat level just refuses to go down because our vassals refuse to stop expanding. Which I can put a stop to it if I just switch to external and then later illegal. But I don't know, I kinda like it. Just continue to demonstrate the world's largest empire that I've ever held in any of my playthroughs. We're gonna keep raiding this place until that French Empress becomes my rival. Which wartime might be brief, and then grandson here or even perhaps great-grandson, could be the one to finish the job. While you continue to raid, we continue to build things. That sickly lover of heathens. We'll get you too. Beat the heck out of you. Get back to raiding over there. Afterwards. Annihilated their army. Alright. All I gotta do is just make her hate me more as she's becoming cynical. But nobody is willing to declare excommunication wars against her, because everybody's scared of her. Nobody wants to stand up to her. I can. And also that means, well, we can't declare a holy war against them because of two reasons. One is the defensive pact against myself, and the other is Francia may intervene in such a holy war, but even if we try a quick victory over that, it's risky. In fact, I think that's a possible risk. Possible. Because we raided the heck out of this place, and their troop numbers aren't so much. And we can easily take these territories if need be. The Blackguard did not disappoint this time. Preying on the resentment of the common people for the Empress, was able to cause a cancerous criminal network within Paris's very walls. So now there's a thieves' guild over there. Another quick-minded. What the hell did I just accept? Serbian Holy War for Papacy. And that's against the Latin Empire. With the Barlamites. Oh, you got this, but... Don't worry, I got other things in mind. As I have a tendency to. As vassals continue to expand and expand and expand. One more holding to go. And I'm really thinking about it. And I don't think it'll be quite popular to my end. But, you know, beat the heck out of it one more time, then we'll put our army to rest here. And Sardinia and Corsica, obviously. Sure, we'll join you too, but we have other plans. Priest hater. Yeah, he did something wrong, clearly. Well, now she is mad at me. She's on a journey because of difficult pregnancy. And for once, I just hope she dies. So that way they could go back to Orthodoxy and not Catholic, because a Catholic Francia, no one could stop it. If an event of a crusade occurs. So, a holy war for Latium? Is that a possible idea? I mean, don't you know who you could be up against? So it's like, okay, so what? We looted all its territories. I mean, what's the problem of a quick and decisive war? Hmm? Just tell the papacy to say bye-bye, and the Pope lives somewhere else. Well, actually, up there. Because Latium consists of that. So, they'll lose Rome, but they'll still have up there. And that's where they will reside, and probably you, Sargans, will get them too. Since you didn't want to go down to that area, because that's not part of Italy. Don't worry. We get it. We get it. Okay, that's it. I'm going for it. Might be a mistake, but because, you know, the entire Christian world is against me. Except for France, because, you know, they're an empire in itself. That the world's also you know what I mean? Mercenaries. They've just raised them. Actually, no. Defense Pact, they've actually lived there for a time. But he does not have the money to hire mercenaries yet. Or the Papal Guard, for that matter. So, here's what we're gonna do. Bring out the very best. We're coming on down there. The rest can come. Such as the Greeks. Well, at least you got Ionia now. Oh no, that's Latin Empire. Not yet, at least. Greeks, Anatolians. Because, you know, we need to take these areas quickly. There's no time to waste. Including the Egyptians and the Iraqis. And let's not forget those from Zadar. Them too. Yeah, not full morale. That would be brilliant if we captured a Pope this soon. We didn't get him. Right, come on in. Start besieging areas. It's gonna take a while, but I'm about to get an upgrade for this. Raid this province. Alright. Wait a minute. That's Serbian control. Yeah, you hired so many mercenaries because all these money that you get is from church donations. Wait for the rest of the fleet to come. There are many ships. Oh, that's another area that is like, well, that's just too far away. But as I said before, I could be making a mistake. Ever heard of this saying, no regrets? That's kind of like what's going on here. We may be losing occupied territory, but we're occupying them. They start the siege later around. And there's the other. Unless you want to go up there and defeat these guys, be my guest. And get the Mongol too. White peace for the tyranny. We may be winning at battles, but not occupation. Occupy the main objective, and we shall win it. Let them take what they want. Our real objective is here. I mean, we're not sending all of India this way. Warm light accompanied by lively murmur of conversation spills out of a tavern close to the lighthouse of Alexandria as Maharaja Ambijama of Lanka and I walk past. What'd you say about a cup of something soothing? Yeah, two old guys having a drink. But either way, no longer stressed. Rome is taken. Another. After my initial visit to the tavern close to the lighthouse Alexandria, I've not been able to keep away. More often than not, I find myself seeking the comfort of the big cup of wine after a long day. Pour me another one. I become drunk. Even then, I'm still a great fighter. I'm the drunken master. Yes, go on. This is what I've become. The drunken master. If you people get the reference, but still. Yeah, let them gather. After you take this holding down, fight against them. Doesn't matter, we're taking the big objectives. Some would say this is a fool man's move, declaring a war for Latium, with all the Christian world against you. I took this second holding down, while we get these guys. Now it's time for you to besiege all these areas, which should be easy. It'll be easy from then on there. Oh, hell. You guys are serious, huh? Come to India. Come to Mother India. Sorry about this. I'll give it to you. What the hell are you guys doing over there? We need support. Yeah, it's Papacy, mercenaries, holy order. Take it. If it gets hairy, we'll send support by retinue also. They're taking losses more than we, except for our flank. Trying to cause more unrest. Peasant tradition scorned. Yeah, those Parisians ain't gonna like it. Surrendering already? Yes? He's given up Rome. We now spread Dharma into Rome. This is a humiliating defeat to the Christian world. Anyways, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, you're definitely going for that. I mean, this next generation, I'm sure it'll teach you well. Go on in. Well, everybody land there anyways. Remember, retinue, return to your usual post. And of course that means that threat level is probably through the roof right now. Yep! And I'm surprised they haven't joined because, you know, they match us. And I failed to realize that's a regular marriage. Now, the Nenans are going to take over France. And likely have their culture changed. Well, you get to run Rome now. Well, actually, but you're not going to give us Latium? Prince Archbishopric of Latium? Okay, very well. Giving them to each individual counties that are Italian sounding. Rome is now belonged to the Buddhists. And that's partly the reason why I said now Dharma has spread over there. Oh, hey, you goof, you forgot to usurp it. Theocracy of Romania. Well, you've been reduced to almost nothing now, but the papacy. I will give you Romania. And then, Latium. Oh, no. Romania comes with Latium. See? One would think we should have performed a war sacrifice to motivate our troops better, but we didn't have time for that. We were on a rush here. And that was a rush well worth it. But that may have been my last war. Unless I live long enough to deal with them. French Sunni revolt. What have you been doing to make these people mad? What did you do? Oh yeah, I see. You're trying to get rid of the Catholics of the Rome. I understand. Well, there's actually 2 wars of tyranny. What the hell? It's your fault. And you're gonna get what you deserved, alright? I'm not going to intervene in this matter, because we've done too much. We've done too much, we've caused too much trouble, this and then the other. That's the reason. So I'm sure he'll probably want a crusade against Italy, huh? But his moral authority is so low because we took Rome, and among other things. May those Catholic heresies spread in their realms. As for the Serbian business, well, I'm gonna give you a lot of money for this. Now there's secret Buddhists in the realm, which I do not mind. That ones I would put in the dungeons. Not burn them alive. Hey, wait a minute. We also own this one, Apostolic Palace, which it is usable. So we inherited the Apostolic Palace, which is not damaged by war. So there's a brewery, royal custodian, there's a torture chamber in here, and there's a trapdoor, and there's a royal bedchamber. Man, the papacy has been strict. There's a tower, a fancy throne room, and historical mural. Gee, papacy sure spent a lot of money building all this stuff, which, again, been around since the very beginning. Well, actually, the Apostolic Palace began from 505. Back when they were called Romans. Yeah, they had a lot of history. And also, mind you, with the grandchildren and great-grandchildren, which they're all Jayans, with the Jayan rule coming soon, and that would mean stability for the Indian Empire. That also means that we cannot declare holy wars as Jayans, but we could still launch invasions thanks to the Ashoka the Great bloodline, if need be. Ah, Norse culture, they're still allowed to raid. Taoist leaflets. Oh, we're going up further and further. And who's doing this? Anatolia. Now you're just gonna try to break Volga, Bulgaria in half. And we're rivals now. Does that mean we should really initiate the second part of the plan and those sons of... Oh, no. More Catholics. Which I've stated before, if we don't get rid of her soon, then, if we don't get rid of her soon, then, well, actually, I don't know, there's not enough Orthodox seeing the side of that empire these days, but the Catholic moral authority is too low. So we shouldn't worry too much about crusades regarding. So they're only 84,000 right now. And of course, to fight a massive war such as this, we have to bring all of India to there. Even if it takes a while to, assemble there. But I fear that I'm too old, and the war would end prematurely at my death. So I think he has to be the one to take up the mantle of that fight. So I made my decision. Until my passing, as I'm drinking my sorrows away. And then, and let the Jain rule, see what he wants to decide, and he'll be the one to lead India to victory, not I. I've led to many great victories. Let's get him. This is just to help out Serbia a little. Our old friend. If I get killed or died naturally, it's not a great loss for India. Just consider it as a blessing that I've lived such a great life of how we defeated Papacy time again, the whole crusade, and taking Rome. And one would think is the easiest thing in the world is just, well, why don't we break the truce? And then we'll come in and take all these places which aren't as well developed, so it'll be easy to take them all over. Unless a peasant unrest is going to get rid of them, which would be great too. And so they'll never return to Rome. The papacy will never return to this region. I mean, they'll still be around, it's just the Pope will be living somewhere else. Practicing what he preaches. Okay, you know what, screw it. We'll take this area. At least contribute. But I'm not contributing to Arabia's wars. They got their hands full. And I wish they would launch another jihad against Christians just to keep them busy. There we go. Let's go. You got it. Which, by the way, that was a minor holy war based on, you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Boleslav, you are inbred and lisp. Who married who here? It's like, okay, this is your wife. One's from Mozia, the other Bosnia. How are you related in any way? This may have been a cousin marriage. So great, now we got an inbred running a country who also has a lisp. While Ilya here, at least mentally stable. Does anybody want to get rid of him? No? Okay. Hopefully he survives, because people who are inbred don't live long. So at this point, we can never expand again. Even when we keep taking titles. But there is a silver lining in being Jain. At least it'll keep the vassals in line so that way independence revolts are less likely to occur. So I can say, yes, we're rivals now, but... Perhaps our future conflict against Francia might as well be a war against all of Europe and Christendom in general. And the only ones that would be willing to not go against me is Arabia and Serbia. But let that be reminded. If you're over 75%, Okay, look, let's just take it for example. If you go on a war such as this, these other counties, I mean, yeah, these are largely Christians, some chiefdoms. I mean, I saw some circles. Yes, people of the Eastern religion would also be against me too. So basically, if you were going to start your last ever war of the series, it's basically you versus the world. Which is a challenge you cannot win. But at least they never bothered. Again, they're more of a threat than I. And if you want to get rid of that threat level, you have to give at least one of the countries independence. Which I always thought about giving Italy away. I mean, it outlived its usefulness to me. Also, I've decided it might be profitable to take some time and resources to try to seriously hurt my sworn enemy. She's an unbearable pestilence upon this world, and I will not rest until I made her life a living hell. Which I think she already has. She's possessed. How about some scandalous rumors? I will spread the most vile rumors about her. So I'll just be patient. Wait for the threat level to go down to, I don't know, below 75%. We already gave her scandalous rumors. And I'll make her stressed. Until she dies. Little girl takes over. And then hopefully Orthodoxy will return to Francia. Well, I just gulped. Oh my goodness. Are they there? Yes, they are. Oh. Croatia's lost. It may look small in our standards, but that means a lot. Yeah, but the real question is, who's defending Serbia? I mean, we can help you out on it because tributary. So I assume Buddhists from all over the country, including India, may come to help. Like you, for example. Yes, you will defend Serbia. I guess this is Rome's way of getting back at me. The Papacy's way to get back at me. Yikes. I never thought I would do this, but I'm going to end this episode short, alright? This may be the shortest episode I've done for this entire series of Chola. So before we get out on this, I guess we'll have to save Serbia, as Buddhists from all over the country. You Sogdians cannot join because, well, she's still in a coma for a very long time. It's like, well, somebody should have put her out of misery already. And could have let her take over. Should have thought of that. If they needed all that great support from Italy. But don't worry, there's other great kingdoms. But they're not coming to the aid of Serbia. We'll find out who these people are on the next episode. Because Francia will be the biggest contributor. If they get Croatia for themselves, well then this would further complicate my future. I mean, looks like this crusade will be my last war before, the Jain will take over, and thus beginning the era of Jainism in India to be revived, and or at least that's what we think. So, another massive war is coming. It seems these last couple of episodes of these series are just going to be nothing but huge, bloody wars. And it's going to be my Jain grandson who will possibly be the one to destroy Francia, because I'm not confident enough that China can go send their troops all the way to destroy them. No, you have to weaken them. And maybe if we can defeat the French forces by a wide margin, to the point where their strength, again, they're never at max strength for a while, because they're always constantly joining tributaries asking for their war, their protection. If we could destroy their forces to at least say half, then we'll request China to get rid of them, which you can at any time. So this could be our opportunity to get what I've always wanted. But again, ladies and gentlemen, as I say, that we will cut this episode short. It'll be the shortest episode of this series, at least to my knowledge. This next episode will be about the defense of Serbian Croatia, Buddhist Croatia. India will be there, and many Buddhists will be there too. And I'm a pro-Buddhist Hindu, as I would often describe myself. So do not worry, Serbia. India will be coming. All of India. And we hope you'll be coming too in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.